This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. Their own 25. They'll run the counter. At the 35, he's got room. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's gone. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Carr above the noise. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Walton. Good, strong tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Carr fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's Graham. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, it's Williams. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the ground, it's Walton. Stopped right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Rush is on. He's going to run it.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Hits inside. It's Danzy. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well run him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Turns into the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Carr. They're all over him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Coming out with it, it's Barres. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. Good timing on the quick out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Pulls it. The pitch. Looking for a crease. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he's brought down after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. Right side, it's Walton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sends it back in motion. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Left side is Washington. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
2nd down to the air. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Running to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Dozier. Here he goes! The 40! He's at the 30. Inside the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. Out wide left, it's Porter.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Notre Dame right back to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After that last one, they're staring at a second and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on.
Right down the middle. At the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Making the adjustment on the play. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Dozier. At the 45 on his way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Left side is Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Gonna run it. It's Gauze. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Williams. Got enough for the 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Gauze. stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Drops back. It's Bailey. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And an awesome job there by the offense, picking up the blitz and giving their quarterback a clean pocket to throw from. Doesn't get better than that.
NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The fake wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Trying to beat the D deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
The field goal is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Here's Carr to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Air in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they'll try to tack on two. Going to the run, it's Scott.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
On the return, it's Walton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Out to get this drive started. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease to the left. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Carr. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Carr. The screen, and watch out.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They want to throw it. Quick completion on the out. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Straight ahead, it's Danzy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Shoots it to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Throwing, Carr. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just caught, and he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback signaling to his guy. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Needs it. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Off play action on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Just got rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. From the gun, it's Walton. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's Carr to throw. Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Carr above the noise. Out wide right, it's Graham. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Carr. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. And another huge play in the passing game. Shades of Golden Tate or Will Fuller. That yards per catch can be off the charts.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that can go deep and make huge plays. I tell you what, this Notre Dame offense can be so great. If you continue to find that guy and he keeps putting up big numbers, everything else for this offense will open up and it will be so easy.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Walton on the stop. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Keep it on the ground. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Wolfpack to start the final period here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Bailey. Look out! Buried before he could blink.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Gonna let it fly. And he throws another interception. He's stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They give it back to him. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Snow. At the 45 on his way. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Deep in the end zone, it's Barrett. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Carr. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. He's got him this time. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we caught on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll run it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Right side, it's Porter.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got it! And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Scott. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hits inside, it's Goss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looks it in. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Here's Carr to throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Under pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.